What's going on, guys? Sacred Eagle here, and just got done watching the Eagles beat the Dallas Cowboys 27-13. It wasn't too exciting of a game. We had some really good plays overall. I mean, Carson Wentz played pretty decent, to say the least, with what he had. No Jordan Matthews. Nelson Aguilar went out in the first series, basically the first play of the game, with an injury to the right ankle. We don't know what it is, and we're going to find out soon. Zach Ertz had a really good game. Had like over 150 yards on like 13 catches and 2 touchdowns. Darren Sproles, all the running backs had a pretty good game. We had Byron Marshall and Watson, number 35. I don't remember his first name, but they all did pretty well. Dorial Green-Beckham had some catches, had some drops. Brett Selleck had a few drops as well. There's a lot to improve, and this is the start of the offseason. This is the final 2016 Eagles video I'll make. Tomorrow is offseason 2017. It's time to start over and, look back at this season and find what we need to improve on. And there's a lot of things we need to improve on. Tony Romo made his return to Philly and made his return as a quarterback. He played for one drive. He went and made 3 of his 4 attempts, got a touchdown and 29 yards. And Nolan Carroll, he got penalized again on a freaking pass interference. He got penalized twice today. We need to let that guy go. I don't like him at all. He's not helping us out at all. Jordan Hicks picked off former Eagles and Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez twice. That's twice. That's insane. The first one was just, he was just in front of the ball and he just jumped up and he caught it. The second one, he made a good read and covered a wide receiver on a slant, or I forget the route, but it was a short route, just, going down the middle, and he just jumped right in the middle of it, made a great catch that our wide receivers can't make. And as soon as I said it, people started to tweet it out and went, this just in, Jordan Hicks is now a wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. It was funny. But you know what? I'm not upset at this season. I mean, I know a lot of people are, and you have all the right to be, but this is a new everything. New quarterback, new head coach, probably new running backs next year. I don't see Ryan Matthews returning. I see Darren Sproles returning, of course. He's gonna probably retire next year after finishing this season with the Eagles. But we need to improve at offensive line and at wide receiver. Running back, maybe. It all depends. Defense, we still need to fix our secondary. And that's really where we need to focus on in this offseason, in this draft. The Eagles will have like a pick. Their first round pick will be like somewhere around like 15-ish, 15, 16. The Minnesota Vikings just won. I believe they're 9-7 now, so good for them. Or they're 8-8. I don't even know. I really don't know. But all in all, this season, as disappointing as it was due to the way we started, it wasn't as bad for a rookie quarterback. I mean, Carson Wentz started every single game. That's the first time we've seen that in over 8 years. The last time we saw that was 2008, Donovan McNabb, and he led us to the playoffs, the NFC Championship game, and we almost won that. We lost by 5 or 6 points against the Arizona Cardinals. And if we had won that game, we would have won the Super Bowl. That's my opinion. It's always been my opinion since we lost that game. And that gives me hope. Not to mention, Dorial Green-Beckham, he shined when he got the ball in his hand today. Zach Ertz did fabulous. Trey Burton, really good as well. Brett Selleck made a few plays, did good as a blocker, like always. It's really good to see him like that. We saw a few passes deep to Bryce Treggs. He wasn't able to catch them. Carson Wentz missed on a few passes, but he just has to fix his mechanics. I mean, we saw a lot of Brett Favre-like moves today with him extending plays in the pocket and everything. And Paul Turner made some really good plays too. That's good. We really need to, develop these wide receivers, get them ready for next year and get some more to help us out because we need more wide receivers. That is the main concern. When you really look at this team, I was talking to my father on this. We had a whole debate on this. When you look at the Eagles, we were like 18th overall as a defense. We had the 18th best defense. Our offense was like around the 22, 23, 24 area, maybe even 21. And that says a lot because we struggled a lot on offense. And when you look at the rest of the NFL, they struggle on offense too. Certain teams have great offenses. Certain teams don't have that great offenses. You look at certain teams that are in the playoffs, like Houston, like New York, like Minnesota, like Detroit. These teams, they don't have explosive offenses. But then you look at Dallas, you look at Green Bay, you look at New England. These guys are managing to put up like 28 to 35 points a game. That's how you win, along with having a good defense. We had a pretty solid defense for the majority of the year. You saw it against the Giants back in Week 9, the Cowboys back in Week 8. We blew some games, and our offense didn't help that at all. Neither did play calling, neither did this or that, but our offense needs to be fixed up, and wide receivers is the number one key target we need to focus on in that offseason. That'll be that'll be focused on, hopefully, as the offseason progresses. A lot's going to happen. At least I hope a lot is going to happen because I'm going to talk about everything every day. So, drop a like if you are happy about the Eagles going 7-9. I mean, it could have been better. We all know that. But for Carson Wentz and his rookie year, for Doug Peterson and his rookie year, this was a pretty good season to start off the Eagles in the Peterson era. Jim Schwartz, not that bad. I'm not too upset with the defense. Overall, this was a really up and down season. It's going to get better in the future. Subscribe for more content. I'm going to make videos every single day from now on, so please subscribe for more content. Tell me in the comments below, what are you excited for this year? Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? I'm going to talk about that a lot with Wild Card Weekend next week. It's going to be great. And yeah, talk to you guys later. Sacred Eagle out.